Hello, everybody, and welcome back to session 100 of Noble Beginnings. Today, we are going into not only our 100th session of something that we've been sort of collaborating and working on for 4 years, I believe. Are we approaching our 4th year anniversary in November?
Yep.
November 19th, I believe, is our... No, we didn't start on Sarah's birthday.
No, there's no way.
No, we didn't start.
You said that and I was like, that date sounds familiar.
We didn't start on Sarah's birthday. November, it must be earlier. I think it's November
16th.
It must be not. It can't be the 19th.
Definitely not the
16th.
We
said Sarah went to college. Let's play D&D.
In memoriam.
In memoriam. Were you checking if the audio is actually working?
I think it was the 18th already.
November 18th.
So that's
That's a
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
So Austin's birthday.
So.
The 18th is a Tuesday, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay,
that's
so it
why.
might have been the
That's
18th.
why. Because you said we'd
Or
start on
the week,
Tuesday.
or it was the week before that. I don't remember. I have it up. I can pull it up. I sent it to the group chat. Anyway, aside from that, not only is it something that we've been collaborating and working on for the last 4 years together, but also it's something that I started in a really bad, probably one of like the worst periods of my life. Our like 3rd or 4th session ever was a pretty bad time for me, and so having something to sort of do every single week or every other month or however often we were playing when we first started this meant a lot to me. And once I got all of you guys to join and everybody was here and we had the full group going and we were playing pretty consistently every week, it was something that
November 16th.
I truly think not only like made me into the person that I am today and being able to be the DM that I am today, but it really helped me at a very bad time of my life. I just wanted to say thank you very much. D&D has always been obviously about the story that we're telling together, but primarily it's been about sitting down consistently at a consistent time and getting to see my friends and getting to hang out with you guys. And so, you know, if when we're 40 and we all live like across the country and we only are able to like fly in to meet each other once a year and it's for D&D, then like I'll be grateful because that's, you know, it's something that we do together to see each other. And the story that we're telling is a bonus in my eyes. So thank you for letting me tell my story for 100 sessions.
There's a square on your face.
From the camera.
There's a square on your face.
I'm like
That's
watching it like track your face.
Is there a way to turn that off, my notes?
There is.
I texted Jessa, I was like, Jessa, there's a square on Harmony.
That's really funny. Yeah, there is. Is it still there? Is it still there? Yeah.
You have to be there.
Well, you gotta go stand.
No, it is there. It is there.
Someone go put their face in the thing.
It is there.
What do you mean? It's not.
No, I know. I can see it.
The stream is way behind.
Maybe, I don't know.
What?
Like, I'm sure I could do it. Like, I know I can because I did it for Sarah's show.
The limited time.
If I go manual.
I saw
does it
half of
disappear
it.
in manual?
I saw the second half.
No, it doesn't.
What half did you see?
Just the last
Just
one.
Just see.
Juicy.
Okay, I would have to, I know how to fix it. I would have to go into the settings though on the camera.
Just unplug it.
So we could just use a normal camera. I fear
sure?
I fear it's going to take longer than I want it to.
Oh, alright.
Guys,
Okay.
we'll figure
Session
it out.
100, you got your monologue
One
in
moment,
before I
everybody.
stand.
Session 100
So I'm whipping out
square.
the normal camera.
But with square on face.
I kinda
I'm
enjoyed
whipping out the normal camera then.
Did you
Yeah.
really?
Okay.
Why-
It's in the
why
box
do we
behind
do
you. Can you grab it?
Christian says he likes
Is there a reason?
Hi,
to get rid of
Wingo.
it when they're being a square?
Hi, Deadbeat. Hello. Hello.
I guess not.
Well, no, yes, because that battery's
Thank
gonna
you.
die in a little bit.
I'm gonna put you guys on
You
BRB.
could be a Debbie Downer.
So that I
you
can-
We
did
just
it.
started and now we're pausing.
Where
Quick
is
bathroom
it?
break.
Is it this one?
Could I have some mango?
Actually, this is a
Please.
really good time if you guys want to move.
Yes.
Can we- can we change the-
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Go to Spotify.
Okay.
Are we good? Are we good?
Oh.
We're ready.
May I play music?
Yeah.
Guys, this is the
I'm
beautiful
getting
camera that we almost used and then it didn't work. Well, no.
Well,
I
it
just
worked.
set
It's
it up.
just
I didn't set it
square.
up
Right
correctly.
foot levitating, pop star, Dua Lipa with the baby.
The crash stage.
Every single time I want to use it. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there.
One of these.
Okay, anyway.
I'm not technically advanced, I'm sorry.
I had. Anyway, I had my really sweet speech. That's essentially all I wanted to say was thank you guys
That's it.
for letting me tell the story that I want to tell, and thank you guys for being here and showing up every single week. Well, most weeks.
You're gonna cry.
You know, a lot of weeks.
I don't know.
Okay, bud.
Okay, guys. Yeah, okay, so as Austin gets the music up, there is a couple things that I did actually want to say to you guys that I meant to do before we started the session, but I know that we're thinking of, playing late tonight. I know that it is already a little bit late, so I wanted to set a couple goalposts so everybody's on the same page of what we want to get done and what we're doing. Obviously, you guys know that you're going to be heading to Shorestone today. I don't specifically have one endpoint. I've got like 3. If we meet the first one, that's fine. But, I think we can make it to the second endpoint.
Yeah.
If we make it to the third, that's crazy and has never happened before. So, if we make it to the third endpoint, then we're going to be blazing through what I think we would be doing in 2 sessions. So if we do 2 sessions worth in 1 session, that's fantastic. But at no point do I want you guys to feel rushed. The second that we step foot in Shorestone, feel free to spend as much time as you want role-playing and going into shops and exploring the city. As long as we enter Shorestone this session at a good time, then
We can get there.
That is the
We can
first.
teleport. We'll
The
be
first,
great.
truly, the first goalpost is walking into Shorestone. So as long as we get there, if we don't get there, something has gone terribly wrong.
Subvert expectation.
So,
Blow up Shorestone.
We'll
So
get
that
there.
is-
Raise Shorestone.
so that is my goal point for you guys. That I would like us all to reach
What's
together.
the second goalpost? Can we
Kill
know?
everyone in Shorestone.
So yeah, that is essentially what I wanted to. That is what I wanted to discuss and cover. I'm sorry. I hope it doesn't break the meta when I tell you guys things like that. I do it specifically so that nobody, because there's been a couple times where we're in sessions and you guys will be like, I'm pretty sure she doesn't want us to go there yet, or I'm pretty sure she wants us to take longer in this moment, and I'm like, guys, no, you're good. So that's why I've started to be
Like
this
evolve.
is the sort of layout of goalposts if it's something important. So, all that being said, finally, now that the technicalities and things are out of the way, it only took us 15 minutes. Welcome everybody to session 100. The end of an era / the start of a century. Where we last left off, you guys were saving your companion Kasari from his fateful death as you guys found his dead body underneath the Griffin's Cavalry, a post office that is located in Hawks Take, which is on the northern region against the Nyx Mountains of the Caledon Coast, which is the nation that you guys all reside in, also the nation that is under the Royal Huckleberry line, specifically your party member Robin's family. After you guys found his deceased body down there, you realized that it was an inside job. In fact, most likely, or at least to your guys' best guess, it was done at the hands of a trusted advisor and a trusted, not necessarily member of your guys' league, but at the very least a trusted member from Robin and Lavro's past, Dame Reyna Iral. To your best guess, Kasari was killed either wrong place, wrong time, or because of his connection with another of the Princess Shadow members, Griffin. Griffin being in the sort of undercover rebellion against the royal family, being led currently by all of you guys, but our party here was, as far as you can tell, lured into the basement of the post office and slain with the rest of all the guards down there. The place was looted, there were crates missing, boxes missing, weapons missing, rings missing, and on top of all of that, you guys found multiple letters going back and forth between some mysterious item collector and the weapons master and trainer and guard master of the entirety of the Griffin's cavalry, Dame Reyna Irol, who had been sending missives back and forth, sort of discussing some sort of undercover book and library exchange, some sort of archives that were being updated, though you guys decoded these messages to mean something much more sinister. There is something possibly being tested at a nearby outpost. With all of that, you guys went back to your bastion, and after arriving at your bastion, mourning your friend, one of your party members took out an item that you had not seen in at least 90 sessions in real lifetime, in real game, 6 years, no, in game time, 6 months. Lavro Sidharth pulled out a card from the deck of many things, a notorious, legendary magical item that is known for bringing great boons, but as well as great curses. And he had a card that he pulled 6 months earlier, back on the winter solstice, when you guys were in Shorestone. The card known as the Fates card, allowing you to change one decision, one path that's happened any time in your life to something else to hopefully get a different result. And knowing that your friend had just died, Lavro, you pulled out the Fates card and you rewound time.
W.
Placing the Fates card down, you spoke the words, "We went to the Griffin's cavalry 1 day earlier," knowing that your friend had died in the last 24 hours. And you got to him before he was murdered. You told him of the murder plot against his life, and you saved him by going back in time
To the first
Thanksgiving.
to get turkeys
Off the menu.
Yes, and if you go back to that
That's
session, that's right. And if you guys go back to that session, that's what you all yelled at me as you threw shit at me.
We beat the crap out of you.
Oh, we threw our shirts at her.
As you threw stuff on me.
Guys, I hope the stream
Look
is
at
going
that.
okay.
That's actually
the
Griffin.
Wi-Fi is not doing.
I
too
just
hot
took
today.
all of my things off of the Wi-Fi to try to help
Yeah,
get
Is it really
It's
not
not
doing
doing
it?
too hot. Is somebody like downloading or updating something?
Nope, my
Nope.
computer's
Oh, I was
off.
actually downloading Elden Ring on my
I'm
phone.
sorry. Was I not supposed to be downloading
Is
every
the
Genshin
stream
Impact
lagging,
update
or is it
for
just-
6 years?
Is the stream lagging for you guys, or is it just my iPad? Okay, continue, Harmony.
Okay, yeah, we'll get to that in a second. And with that, you guys brought the now alive Kasari back to your bastion, and you are now at your bastion, safe and sound.
Back.
Well, most of you are safe and sound.
We've got like 18 sessions called Back to the Bastion.
We had one.
Back-
Back to,
back-
back
back-
at, back with,
Yeah,
back from.
back.
Come back. What is that song?
You guys are now sitting at the table.
Yes!
Sitting at the table in your bastion, in your kitchen, in your shared home, sharing a magical meal that your party member Ancora has created magically. The spread of food. You have pastries, you have strawberries, you have cured meats, as well as the things that we had in real life on our table. We had pastries, we had strawberries, we had fruit, we have grapes, we had chicken, we had a numerous of other things that we have cleared now to start the session. But that is where we come to with session 100. You guys, as you're sitting at this table, there's a looming event that is sort of sitting over your heads at the moment. You guys know that there is a trial that is going to be had in 3 weeks, I believe now, time. This trial is to hold accountable all of those that were accused of being at the sort of head of the kidnapping of Prince Robin Huckleberry. If not kidnapping, then death, though there is a mist of uncertainty surrounding the country about whether Prince Robin is dead or missing or fled. There's many rumor mills sort of beginning to turn, though you are fairly certain that most of the nation believes him dead. And because of this, the
Not a W.
I'm Robin.
Robbing the bank.
Yep. I'm Robin the Bank.
No way.
And because of this, you know that anybody responsible for the missing Prince Robin Huckleberry will be held to high treason. The highest treason there is, death of a monarch. The murder of a monarch, in fact. And of course, the only possible outcome leading to that is execution. And you guys know that there are many of your friends that you left behind in Shorestone that could be possibly found guilty of high treason because they were last associated with you and your merry band of adventurers. And so you guys know that trial is happening in 3 weeks.
Are they after us for?
No. They're after the people who. And
But they
Nestle.
suspect us that we're.
They know it's us. They just can't.
They assume that we are the people that kidnapped.
Oh,
the
absolutely.
prince.
They have no
Great.
idea
But
who you
also
are.
Nestle, right?
But everybody that you interacted with
Right,
in Shorestone
right,
is now
right,
also
right,
being
right.
held accountable, or at the
Yes,
very
yes,
least.
yes,
What is this?
yes.
Right now?
Ah,
Oh, that's cute.
ah.
Is now being held accountable at this trial. So you guys have 3 weeks. As you are sitting across this dinner table, you know, Kasari is sort of slouched in the corner. He's barely touching his food, something you've never seen him do. I imagine that the rest of you are at least nibbling at your food.
I'm feasting.
Wait.
You're feasting. Durian's feasting.
Sorry, just as a point of clarification.
Yes.
We have 3 weeks till the date we were told, or like.
No, they moved up the date, as I thought what was
I thought he
happening.
was lying.
We
So
don't know.
you were
No,
told-
He was lying.
well, I guess we'll discuss it.
Yeah,
So-
you were told vaguely that the date might have been moved up, but you're also not sure because you were told that by
To what day?
and you were told that by a
Tomorrow.
changeling,
Or technically not.
and
That we
a
killed.
a
them,
celestial
who killed
changeling that was
herself, yeah.
trying to lead you astray. So.
Themselves.
So, I
Yes,
suppose
correct.
if anything at all, I think it might be worth it to at least investigate somewhat into Shorestorm. I mean, if there was nothing going on, then it would be as simple as teleporting there, seeing it was a red herring, and then picking up Kasari before we went back here. I don't think.
We have Kasari.
Yes.
He's in the corner. He's pushing his food around. He's barely eating.
Could Griffin died.
So I don't think it would be the worst thing in the world to check in there at least for a little bit. Worst comes to worst, we head back early and give it time until the date of the trial. But if it was a messenger of the gods telling attempting to distract us, then I mean, obviously there must be something if not to distract.
So I think the issue that we're going to have is that somebody is going to get executed. Like, they're not going to just assume that everyone is not guilty, you know? Somebody is going to have to pay for the crimes of kidnapping the prince. So, someone is going to die.
I think that regardless of it, I think
Oh, Lord. We're getting raided.
Oh, hello!
Oh, thank you for the raid
Hey, guys.
already. Thank you.
I
Thank you,
more
thank you.
am under the impression that it is more or less a trap to collect us again. But we don't really have another option.
You do know that this trial has been moved multiple times. Not like they got to the date and they moved it, but this trial was obviously when Prince Robin first went missing. That was 6 months ago. So they have been pushing off not only the execution dates of these people, but as well as the trial date. You're not sure entirely as to why. It's entirely possible that it is because they weren't sure if Robin would come back or not. You do know that a lot of people didn't officially pronounce Robin dead until pretty recently. Until after you came back from the Feywild is when it was announced to the public. So it is also possible that they were waiting to announce it to the public before they did something.
So, what is the long run, you know? Like, are you ever going back home?
Well, what if I?
Like, what if you show up alive and fine?
Well,
and-
I thought
well-
maybe, and this could be the worst idea in the world. Shoot me if that's, you know.
I'll pull up my
Can I
gun.
stab you
He
again?
pulls the gun out.
Sure. But what if I did announce that I'm alive? What if we show up?
Right, then...
What if we show up? Wait. What if I show up to the trial? I take my hood off. I reveal I'm alive and well, but I also announce that I don't plan on coming home until I get answers for my people. And I announce it to the people, and then we grab everybody who is suspected of murder and is going to be killed for their crimes, and we word of recall back here.
My only concern is that while that is a very noble thing, the monarchy did delay announcing your disappearance until more recently. I think
A
that
few
if you
But
were
this way.
well, more so what I'm getting at is that they knew for a very long time there was that blockade that they set up. There were a number of things that they did to search for you without letting the public know. I think the fact that they
Exactly.
waited for so long.
They kept it secret.
Sure,
This way,
but who?
they wouldn't they couldn't hide anymore.
Is it because
They'd have to tell the truth. They'd be pushed into a corner. We have the upper hand.
Right, but it is not just the case of. It is not the case. There is still the larger war that is cold at the moment. The point that I'm getting at is that a group wanted it hidden until they were forced to make it public. My concern is that if you suddenly make your dramatic appearance and you say, and you make bold claims against the crown, not only are you potentially forcing people's hand, you also have the potential of turning your people against the monarchy.
But wouldn't that be a good thing? Like, don't we know that the king and queen are not good people?
But
That's
we,
not. We
they're-
don't know. I don't know.
Well, they wiped all of our memories.
But
Like,
maybe there's a reason that we don't know about.
Yes, more so what I am saying is that we know that, based on the letters that we have seen, we can assume that Silverhand is at least somewhat involved with, Iral, was it?
Yeah.
They're involved with Iral, and we can assume that Iral has some sort of connections to the Republic. So my concern is that if we tip the scales too far in our favor, then we are just going. It will create a power imbalance
So-
that the Republic could take advantage of.
now shoot me if this is stupid.
I'll take out another gun.
What if we go? What if we go straight to the top? You go to your parents.
I was going to say the same thing. If there's a way that we could safely
Like-
organize a
That's what I'm
meeting
saying.
with me and my parents and maybe one of you guys, and we organize a deal. Maybe we can find a middle ground.
I don't know about necessarily scheduling a meeting.
I think it needs to be just.
But what if I
showing
go up to
and-
their room and I say we need to talk, and I bring you with me so that in case they try anything, we can word of recall.
No, I can subtly cast magic without detection. It could be complicated. I do not know what sort of wards your parents might have built around the castle.
Can I make a history check to see if there was ever a moment where I wasn't able to cast magic within the castle walls?
I would say this is going to be a Lavro role because Lavro was who studied under the only allowed and legal
Can I
mage
guidance
of the
him?
Calvin Coast. Yeah, I'd allow you to.
Wait,
If you want to
With
do
Silverhand.
I played my music
Huh?
box.
With Silverhand.
it, Silverhand's a councilwoman.
She's also a mage.
Silverwoman. I mean,
Silverwoman.
Silverwoman.
I will say.
My magic
I will
is
say there is a difference.
fiendish.
I will say there is a difference between there are magical practitioners. So like anyone that makes minor magical items is allowed,
And there's a difference between them and like actual true mages.
and there's a difference between like them and true mages, and there is officially one legal mage of the Caledon Coast, and it's the Royal Mage, which
But-
is Professor Sidhard.
But she's still a mage.
You do
She's
know.
still a
I mean,
mage.
she has a magical staff, which you do know. Everybody knows that she has that. Everybody had a magical staff. Everybody knew that she had that. You do know that Terrell also has a magical staff. Everybody knows that she has that.
I've got two hands.
Oh my god.
Magic is obviously outlawed, but much like the real world,
It's
there
just
are
frozen.
exceptions to those. in
Right.
power.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna turn over real quick. When I suggested this yesterday, everyone flamed me for it.
Well,
And lean back.
When did
What?
you make this
When-
I
suggestion?
leaned to Lavro. And first
Oh.
off, I did actually say this last session. Lavro was like, "What if you come clean? Pull up."
I'm sure. Did I flame you? 'Cause
Yeah,
Robin's
you
been
all
wanting
did.
to.
He remembers.
They did. They hate us.
They hate us.
I don't think it would be a
Anyways,
smart decision to
natural
do.
20.
Wow!
Awesome.
Actually, I think that Lavro has spent a lot of time focusing in on the magical wards of.
For a.
Oh.
Ah.
I think that Lavro has spent a lot of time focusing. 32. Focusing, yeah, absolutely.
Take 32.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Wow. Focusing in on the I would say not necessarily wards, but the protections of specifically Moreau and of the castle, because you were so interested in magic, because you studied under the Royal Mage, you were the Mage's Apprentice, you were the first Mage's Apprentice in the history of the Caledon Coast and the Huckleberry line. So you dedicated yourself not only to your study, but you dedicated yourself to learning of the ways of magic that exist in the kingdom, because there's very little of it. You were essentially a needle in a haystack, and that haystack hated needles. So you spent a lot of time trying to like pinpoint the points of magic that you could feel, at least vaguely, in the kingdom that you were from. And there were certainly some. There is magic imbued faintly in the walls of Moreau. There is the castle walls that sit around the capital of the kingdom, and that, wards against certain attacks. So if there were to ever be some sort of large-scale invasion, and you actually probably ask Professor Sidharth what those runes in the walls do. You do know that those would allow the walls to withstand sort of like explosions of any kind. That would allow the walls to stay standing during a siege if there was like weaponry that was trying to like knock the walls down. That those walls have been imbued with that kind of magic for centuries, and that existed before the banning of magic. And much like a lot of the sort of standing traditions of the Caledon Coast, a lot of them existed before Robin's great-great-grandparents, who were the people that banned magic in the first place. So magic that exists, like the wards and the protections, they are old, they are ancient, I've been updated only by Professor Sidharth. He's the only mage that is upkeeping them, and thus there are holes in them with a 32. They're not nearly as sophisticated as a city like Theos, the city of elves. That their wards are like the most sophisticated city of racists. they prefer the elven race. But you do know that those wards are old because they were created before magic was banned, and no new wards have been put up as far as you were told at all. The only wards with a 32 that are brand new and were created within the era of Robin's great-great-grandparents when they banned magic is the wards that exist around your professor's room and his chambers. You do know that there are a great many wards in there. It prevents things like listening, it prevents things like explosions of magic, it prevents wild magic surges, which you were very prone to. As a kid, you tended to explode in this wild magic, and so he had to create a lot of magical wards to protect you from yourself and you from other people as well. And you do know that there are a few on your room as well. Your room was enchanted. But if there were any, and nobody knows about those wards except your professor, and you figured them out along the way because they were built for you. But any other new ward that exists, even with a 32, you would have no way of knowing of it. You're almost positive that the major wards of the city, though, like within the walls of the city that are imbued in the castle and the throne room, like that's all very, very old. And you could probably cast them at this level. Like it was, They were not sophisticated.
But they were mostly just like more like protection to like prevent against destruction.
Yeah, mostly to prevent against like physical sieges, because this was back before you had like the Republic or like newer technologies of like mass destruction. This was before that. They were not expecting a massive army of sentient robots 500 years ago.
Just before me. But
until you stepped in.
Yeah.
Until Mr. Sentient.
Until I changed the game.
Until Mr. Sentient Robot stepped in.
So what if you think there's no new ones?
Not that I know of.
But if there are things around your old master's chambers, we can assume that things like that, especially in a time of war, might have been placed around the royal bedroom.
They probably put some around
But
the entire castle.
Those weren't wards for like teleportation. It was just destruction.
I'm sure that those probably some places stop you from teleporting into the castle, but like
because then what's stopping you when mages just teleport in, assassinate, and leave? It's
anything that we do at this point does not go without great risk. I feel like we
Can
need
you just
to.
demo plane and then we can teleport out?
We need to clear these people's names. We can go into that room, we can demand to let these people free, deem them innocent, tell them I will not be coming back.
My concern at the moment is, while your parents rule, I do not think that they're in charge.
Then we get that information out of them. That's what I'm going there for. They
I-
need to tell us, and if they threaten my memories,
We killed them.
No.
Oh no, yeah, that was Durian's idea. He told me about that the other day.
I didn't say nothing.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I worry much that I worry that we are walking into a lion's den with that, especially when there are things that we could do to at least get some answers.
So what would you do instead, Ancora?
I would go towards Showstone, get them out of the trial, find out what
But
we can about
We can't keep
Silverhand.
sneaking around.
But the issue is nobody's going to get out of that trial. You know, like they are hunting people who they think killed the prince.
They'll just be further,
They're going to kill somebody.
They will be further looked for. They are looking for somebody to deem guilty and to put the blame on so that things can have a band-aid put on them. We cannot keep. I can't in good conscience allow these people and other innocent people who we have happened to stumble upon, let them be used as scapegoats.
Right.
It's us. It's not
Somebody
them.
is going to get killed to make an example. And if it isn't them, if it isn't us, it's going to be people who literally have nothing to do with it. Like Nestle, like he did nothing.
No,
but he's
I-
probably going to get killed.
He did give you, I will remind you, he gave you the key that gave you access into...
He did
didn't.
nothing. He
No,
did
he
nothing.
didn't.
Into the face.
No, he didn't.
Don't like it. I don't. It's not the case that I don't understand. I completely do. It's just
Now with his grandma.
more.
But you did ask him if he
More.
wanted to give it to you.
My
You asked him
concern
for
is that,
This
given
son
the
true assassination.
link of connections between Silverhand and connections to the Republic, I fear that if we go directly to the top, if
We could
what-
get answers.
More so, it could have the opposite effect. What if what we think is true, it could spark that revolution that might be brewing in the background. They took all the rings of feather falling. That my concern is that at the drop of a hat, if we tread too deeply, or if we don't take caution with the protection of what we know right now, that things are only going to accelerate. That is my
I
concern.
feel like that's already happened.
That
That has already started. Things are already happening.
Something is going to
The
happen
only
at some
reason-
point.
The only reason we aren't as in deep shit as we are is because we used the Fates card. I have no idea what Kasari's and I don't know what I have no idea what his death would have started.
But and also, like, clearly these people have already infiltrated high up this ladder. You know, like
Maybe they don't know.
It's only a matter of time. And yes, we could go to the top and it could spark it now, but breaking these people out of prison is just going to cause a whole other slew of issues. Like if we want to free these people, we have to go say they are not guilty, ask our questions, because at the end of the day, I think it would be smarter to go try to get answers and start the war that's already going to happen, than break people out, start that same war, but not have had the chance to get answers.
We also don't have to do my parents' bedroom. Is there any secret, like any private place within the palace?
We walk in and we're like, whoa!
No. Is there any
There's a new prince on the way!
Is there any private place within the palace that like my mom would, that my mother would go to regularly, that I know she would go and I
The
could be waiting
gardens.
for her there?
I mean, like, you just said it, like the fountains. You know, there
Gardens?
there was specifically, so you guys had, like, a greenery, you had the gardens that you guys had.
Well, yeah,
a
I have
frontier.
in my bio that, or in my description that like one of Robin's daily tasks, bonding tasks with his mom was to go into the garden and
Yes.
like either talk or chat or read
you
or.
would learn, that's where you learn
She
druidic
wanted
magic,
to
but
watch
some,
something.
there were,
Are there guards in there though? Like I'm looking for a room that's like private.
so that's what I'm saying. So there is so the gardens is the front castle.
Yeah.
However, there is an area that you do know that is private. There are private sanctuaries. They're deemed as Pelor sanctuaries from specifically like Puli architecture. Your mother installed a lot of the Western architecture into Moreau and specifically into the castle itself. So there are fountain sanctuaries that are sort of designated, and there is a royal private sanctuary that sits with a massive fountain. It's a massive reflecting pool, and you know that you and your mother would go in there because it is free from the sort of busyness and the hubbub and the constant buzz of people and guards and servants that are constantly making their way throughout the castle. And that was a sort of, the reason that it's free is because it serves as a sort of royal bathing chamber, but it's more of a ceremonial bathing chamber. Like, you don't go there to actually take baths, but it's free of guards because it is technically a bathing
So
chamber.
we took out a
You
fake
would
bathing
get
room.
naked in there.
Oh,
We don't
little naked convo?
We
That
also-
sounds right up our alley.
Your Highness.
This looks
The
like a
royal
mural.
scepter.
Highnesses.
You know that scene with Ambessa and Arcane? Sorry, anyway.
We
Oh
also
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
we also don't have to do this within my parents' chambers. We can do it. There's a private sanctuary in our gardens where my mother and I would meet because it's away from the guard. It's away from the talk. It's
That.
it's
we should
private,
do that.
and
I-
I know she would go there at least once, and I could wait for her there. And
I think that is our best bet.
Laura, make an intelligence.
I mean,
And
Durian,
more my thought
This
is
is a great
that
idea.
Guys, oh
Private-
no. Give me guys.
whether
do I know you're rolling for something?
Give
more
yourself
Do I see him thinking? I'll guidance you.
more my thought is that
I can say you don't add a guidance to that.
Well, I see him going.
That's not how guidance works.
Yes, it is.
You're thinking awfully hard.
more my thought in I suppose what I learned growing up is that royalty is never truly alone. You are never
But I was royalty.
right. I know.
Cora, I'm telling you, this was
22.
this was the only place that we could get away from
22.
everything. If there's people outside, they won't hear, they won't see. This was our spot. I lived it.
This is where we went to go. This is where I washed my
I
mother's
think
bang.
that would.
Stop.
I think that would be the smartest
Gross.
move because we all could still be there. Not there, but in the like. If it's
Well, I
that
thought-
private, like we could all be there, hidden in the shadow.
Is it a big enough area that people could
Are
also
you
be there?
messaging me?
Like it's
No.
it's
Do we
it's
have-
like a fountain area. Like it's an outdoor fountain courtyard area.
Yeah,
like,
so technically, it is like it is indoors, quote unquote. Like
Okay.
there's glass. Like you can't. It's covered in like ivy. You
What's
couldn't
that? What are
look
those
in
rooms
on
called?
Greenhouse?
Greenhouse. Is it like a greenhouse?
it. Sort
like
of.
small?
It is. It like
a
it is.
menagerie.
It is a.
And were the animals?
It is a bathing chamber. So you go inside. It is like a physical building, but it is outside in the gardens. So there aren't like guards that can see inside of it. It is opaque.
I think that's the move.
But, and I will say, you rolled a 22 on your intelligence check. Lavro, you do know that these are newly added because that was architecture from the West that specifically
Journey to
the
West.
royal queen, specifically the queen when she was instated, placed and had built. So, following that logic, there are no new wards that have been created on buildings. So if it is a new building,
We're chilling.
it most likely does not have any of those
Oh,
wards.
but we probably don't
Because
want
they
to
were
bring the king
baked
and
in
queen.
during-
Because yeah, they were baked in during the construction of the palace, and those new chambers wouldn't have the ancient wards. Now with a 22, you're unsure if Professor Sidharth would have gone and enchanted those rooms. You're not entirely sure, but at the very least, you know that those new rooms don't have the old ancient wards. They could have newer ones, but you're not sure if that would be better or worse. They might have none at all.
I still think that's the move.
I guess. I think this has to be unanimous. If one person thinks this is a bad idea, that's the right word, right? Unanimous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If one person thinks that this is a bad idea, we won't do it. But I honestly, and I'm absolutely willing to listen to other ideas. I think that just breaking them out of prison and freeing them, I think
That
that's
will be-
extremely temporary. I don't.
It'll also be a problem that is going to become bigger down the line. I think the best bet is going to the head of this snake.
I'm tired of running. I need to confront them.
So why can't we like meet them? We can just like teleport there and then meet them in like a more secure area.
No,
That-
that's what we're
that's what
talking
they're
about.
saying.
We're
But
thinking of
like,
meeting them
if it's a new area that's just been built, and there aren't wards there, doesn't that
That we
also
know of.
mean that other people could get there and assassinate the king and queen if we bring them there?
That's what I'm saying. It might be
I
more
think if we-
difficult than
like,
we
if we
anticipated.
But that is assuming that other people know that we're going to go at this exact date at this exact time to talk to
Well,
them.
there's
in the garden.
people,
This is-
there's also people throughout the entirety of the structure of the Caliban coast in terms of like the headmaster.
How do we
of
know that the
Britain-
king and queen are not also in on this? You know,
Well,
like,
I'm
what if
just
they
saying- I'm
want
just
the
saying, why
Republic
don't we
to
why
overthrow
don't
them?
we just like communicate to meet them somewhere like more secure than the bathhouse?
I think any form of if we communicate with them at all beforehand, it gives them time to prepare
It gives them the upper
to
hand.
set up.
Or
we need
also-
to have the upper hand by having this talk without their knowledge that it's going to happen.
much onto that line as well, though I am.
So why can't we just meet them in their? I know we can't teleport into their bedroom, but why can't we just meet them in their bedroom?
Well, that-
Because their bedroom has more of a chance of being warded and
because I mean, if that
and
like,
guarded.
It's the time they spend 8 hours a night.
They're most
Unconscious.
vulnerable in there. They can't defend themselves.
I know. I'm just thinking that if we bring them somewhere that's like the most vulnerable point in the castle, because we need to be able to meet them there without other people knowing.
But-
I'm saying because
well-
they're the most vulnerable. That is they are the most vulnerable, which makes that room the most heavily guarded and heavily warded.
No, I know. I'm
They-
saying
they-
that's the room we go to.
Wait, sorry, I just had a thought cross. Do we have anywhere here that we could have a more private discussion
You
about
want to
this?
bring them here?
No. I would like to conclude this conversation somewhere more private.
We could go into your.
We can go in my
I,
tower.
if we are going today, I would prefer to save
Why don't we,
this.
why don't we
this
just go in my tower?
Is that protected from
Well, I mean,
magic?
I
and-
would-
Can't we go back into your little pocket room?
No,
I
he wants to save it if we're going
Oh,
today.
well, we could rope trick
Oh, that's rope trick.
because
I-
I'm not going to use
Can't
that
they
spell.
just hear us still though?
No, it is a pocket dimension.
if we close the hole, I think.
Oh, can you close the hole?
Yeah, you can pull the rope in.
No, let's do that.
We'll look that up.
Or we can all go inside the bag of holding.
I wish I could watch the stream.
I wish that I went all the way into the genie subclass because we can all go inside my lamp.
I love that subclass.
I think I'll ever build a warlock again. I'm gonna do
So
that
laggy,
subclass.
so behind.
Sure, dimensional space, blah 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 blah. I guess I'll just ask you. You're the ruler. You'd be the ultimate ruler of it.
Okay.
If we go inside of rope trick, can anyone on the outside hear us?
No.
No.
I'm gonna say, you can hear through an open door in a dimension. I'm gonna say yes, technically. If
But
you're
if we
like,
close the door.
if you can close rope trick, then no. But if you can, if because
Well,
rope
yeah,
trick,
so
rope
the-
trick, from what I remember, is open, isn't it? Like it's like a
Yes, but you
gateway.
can. I'm pretty sure you close the opening when you pull the rope.
Oh, if
into
you pull
it.
the okay, then yes.
Like if
I
you pull the
think
rope up
the
into
rope-
it, like it.
Yeah, if you pull the rope up,
becomes-
then yeah. If it's, I'm gonna say if it's a closed dimension, no. If the dimension has a door, then yes, you can hear at the barrier.
I think I do.
But if you can close the barrier, then yes. Can I, for sake of brevity, are you guys going into rope trick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, for sake of
Going
brevity,
into
you guys
what?
are in rope
Yeah,
trick.
okay.
Okay.
I will mark that off.
Okay, so
And then before we continue discussing, can you detect for any magic or
Yeah,
anything?
I'm gonna cast detect magic.
Where?
Inside the rope trick. Like,
Yeah, it's a 30-foot radius.
What?
For
around us.
what purpose?
To see if there's any like I don't know arcane bugs.
Scrub. Yeah,
It's
like-
it's oh. It's
I just want to clarify,
range of
detect magic
pocket
does not see
dimension. What?
invisibility like scry balls. That is not how detect.
Are you
magic works.
looking in rope trick if something's in the rope trick?
No, like if it's
If
on
you
us,
wanted
like,
to
on
see,
our
if
person.
you wanted to
Oh,
see
okay.
something, if you wanted to see something like a scry, or you wanted to see something like
Just
some,
use your visor, Austin.
like-
If we can't see it with magic.
Oh yeah,
then
is
use
there
your
any
visor.
like invisible like scrying
So
sense?
that is how you would see something like that, or you would use True Sight. No, you don't see any scry balls. I will also point out that one of you does have the Amulet of Non-Detection, which does prevent scry within That's how you guys have been avoiding Scry. One of you has the
I
Amulet
have
of
the.
Protection.
I'm constantly wearing it.
Yes,
Then-
that is. I just want to like point out, and
I
that
thought someone
works.
else was also wearing a cloak of. I thought.
I
Chris was
also
wearing a
have the
cloak.
cloak of non-fiction, but I'm not wearing it.
Can I see your
Most
real
of
quick?
the important conversations, I am very aware that Lace has the Amulet of Non-Detection. That was an item that was introduced really early on that like has traded hands I think between you and Robin. Robin had
It's
Cloak
been
of
the amulet
Non-Detection.
and the cloak back
Yeah,
and
has
forth.
back and
I
forth.
primarily I wear the amulet all the time.
All
It's
the
not
time,
an
yeah.
attunement slot anymore.
And the way that I've always deemed the Amulet of Non-Detection is it will work in a radius of the person wearing it.
Of course.
Okay,
So it's because here's my thing: if you can't scry on you, then it doesn't make any sense for someone
scry on
right next to you.
right.
What are you just invisible? Like it doesn't make any sense. So it works in a radius around
Okay,
you.
so we would all be under non-detection.
You are all, as long as you're within like whatever, like 10 to
Okay.
15 feet. Yes.
Sorry, one thing that has stuck with me is the.
We're in the
thing-
rope trick, right?
Yes,
Yes.
is the thing that what's his name? Mercury said the fact that we are being watched, and I know that he is. It is difficult to believe him with how many lies he sows within his words, but there was the is he your favorite that we saw with Kasari.
I think
I think if we would like to continue discussing this, we should finish this conversation in here. This is
Yeah.
one
I
of the
definitely
few-
I definitely agree, but I also would say I think that the being watched I think is more of like a divine being watched because we've now effectively tampered with the flow of time,
but
which is not it's not a mundane thing. Like that is very.
But it could be, and I will not say it is one or the other, but the fact that there was that message that said that singled him out, and the fact that we were in a way sort of led to his death, it concerns me, and I would prefer to err on the side of caution, especially
Oh, for sure.
if we are going that high up in the command. Because sure, maybe nothing will happen, but I mean, there's also the chance that the king and queen will just be. We go there, they die, and who is left to blame but us?
So are we gonna jump him at the bathhouse?
I
Jumping them. Chill out.
I
Those are
am
still my parents.
Sorry.
Let's
sorry.
be.
I am still. I feel hesitant still to do this, but I agree with that going to the coast is more just kicking the can down the road. I think that it is making more problems than what is worth. I do not see. I see an infinite amount of problems no matter which way we go, but at least this way I don't see us getting more loose ends, if you understand.
Get some answers.
Ideally.
Yeah, I think like regardless of what course of action we take now, I think there's going to be a war of some kind. But not saying it's going to be a world-ending thing, but the Republic is definitely gearing to fight, and I think that is going to be a relevant issue. But I would rather go into that knowing something more than what we've figured out, like being able to ask questions.
And I mean, based on the sort of letters and things that have been exchanged between your people, Robin, I think the Republic is most likely arming nations of the world to... If they can get the coast to instigate, which I'm sure if they have council women, council
We can
men or
relay
women,
that. You can say.
I
then
think the first step is figuring out where your parents lie. You know, like are they with the? Because if they're with the Republic, I
They
think
could be
that
puppets.
is the answer that we need.
But
they,
I
they could
don't-
be puppets.
But if they
I-
truly don't know what is going on, they know something. And I think that is
do you
also
think they
valuable
deserve to
information.
know that
I
that
don't-
Eyeball is?
I think we need to figure out what they know.
I don't think that they stand in the direction of the Republic, because if they did, then they could be so much more lax on the outstanding laws that have existed since my time. I mean, I think that whatever they are wrapped up in, it is far different from the people of the Republic. It is...
What do you mean, like lax?
I mean, they... Sure, I mean, your mother reinstated druidic magic as legal, and you added a god to your pantheon, but arcane magic is still heavily outlawed, and that is what the Republic runs on.
I will say, like, it's not really a good political strategy, if you will, to take a 1,000-year-old law and then completely get rid of all of it,
But
just all out of just a new ruler. Like that's how you get a usurpment, if you will. That's how you get a political
sure,
uprising.
but I mean,
So, but taking it slowly, like introducing druidic magic, could just be the start. And so then maybe
but
in a few years,
I mean, given everything that's going on, I don't think that they are simply going to just wait. I think that things
They
are
know
accelerating.
something. At the end of the day, your parents know something, and I think it is worthwhile confronting them and asking them what they know.
I agree. Is
Because clearly they want to get you back. Why? You know, like
Oh.
like
I would like to
it's.
think it's because I am their son.
But I would also hope that. But I'm sure they're like, because there are a lot of weird circumstances around you and your existence and your birth, right? Like that is
yeah.
something like there's clearly a reason
There are
more than
rumors.
just right. Like I feel like it's yes that is my son, you know, but like there is some like there's more to it, you know?
and I think
because
that
there's more to your past. That I don't think you even know.
worst case scenario, they are not on our side, and whatever we are doing now just continues. But in our best case scenario, then we at least have an ally that we can call towards. I do not believe that it should be one that we should use often, but it is certainly one that we will have.
All my friends are here. It's
I-
awesome.
I concern myself with the fact that it feels a bit too easy. I feel that if this was something that could have been done, then the Prince of Shadow would have urged for it.
Another
already.
raid.
Another raid?
Yeah.
Damn.
well, happy session
Wow.
100.
Happy session 100.
Also, hi Josh. Hello.
But do you understand that?
I understand. I do.
I have said my 2 cents. I think we need to confront them on our
I've
terms.
also
I-
said my piece.
I
And we can sleep on it.
no, we do not. I don't think we have the time to sleep on it. I
Don't
think
think we
that
could go
this should
early
We
be.
did that last time, and what happened?
Thank you, Indy. Thank you.
I think that this should be something that we act on now. That we take the afternoon, prepare ourselves with whatever spells we can muster. I have been drafting a list of things to go look for and look around, but
And if there's any questions about your guys' past that you think my parents might have the answers to, I would be more than happy to ask.
well, are we not all going?
I think
I could do
I
the
think
talking.
we're all going, but I think Robin needs to like. We are the backup in case stuff starts to go south.
Okay.
But I think it is very.
I,
it is
I'm
most
scared
important
they
that
will
Robin's
withhold
parents.
information
Correct.
if they know that there are other people with me, and I don't want them seeing you. They think, as far as we are concerned, they think that you all have kidnapped me.
Right.
Well, there,
And I
there is
fear
a-
if they see you,
Like
they
Stockholm
will
Syndrome.
immediately
Right.
call the guards
Right.
and go and arrest these hooligans. Get them,
Whoa.
you know. And I want to avoid conflict. I think if anything, Lavro could be there, but really,
I'm definitely fine with hiding in the shadows. I'm pretty good at that.
Yes, in
hello,
the
Josh's mom. Hello.
there is a spell that we could grab that could mass disguise us.
Okay, sounds good.
I knew it existed, I just could not remember the name.
Oh, wonderful.
This is the one I was looking for a while ago in the past. As in today in the past.
Mm.
You understand? Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, then, Dorian, what say you?
I think we should do it, and I'm ready to help look for spells.
Great.
Great. Lavro?
He said he was down for it, right?
I don't remember.
Hold on, I'll ask him.
I can't believe that your rope trip comes with a bathroom.
That's great, right?
We found it! Where?
I just want to be very clear. You guys are sorry.
He said, "Fuck it, we ball."
Okay.
I like to think they were just like laying because it's like an 8 foot
Here's
by
my
8
outfit,
foot
guys.
room. I'm
I
like,
just yeah. Outfit check. Outfit check.
Fit check,
Yeah,
don't
fit
fall,
check.
please don't fall, please don't fall.
What's your point?
I just want to be very clear. You guys are planning on taking the day before the trial in 3 weeks to go to, or like the trial as far as you're aware, in 3 weeks to go to the King and Queen.
Yes.
Okay.
We'd be going to the King and Queen today.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there we go.
Ask, do whatever we need, and then
Are you sure you want to go today?
This is actually the day where they are sharpening. all
Didn't
their
you
weapons
want
in
us
the
to go
bathhouse.
there?
No, she wanted us to go to Shorestone, not
Yeah,
Morrow.
this is the wrong place.
Yeah, that's.
No, we're going to Moreau.
Guys,
No,
I keep
no, no, no.
confusing
Don't
them.
listen to her. Don't listen to her. Everyone, do not read her expression.
You guys can make whatever
We've made up our
decision-
minds.
You guys
we
can make whatever
figured out the
decision
king
you
and
want.
queen are supposed to get assassinated.
Just so everyone is on the same page. This is not like pointed at someone. Just so everyone's on the same page. I'm going to pull up the map. Actually, guys, hold on, wait.
Oh,
Wait,
hold on, wait.
one more thing. Another concern I have is what if they're not there? I mean, this is a trial concerning you and your
In
kidnapping. and
3
potential-
weeks, though.
Happy
What if-
gift for session 100. This is the framed
Yep.
poster,
Yeah.
the framed hand drawn by ours
I didn't
truly.
Bring it over.
This is-
Glass.
Sorry, this is the framed art of the map of our lovely continent, Moreau. It is hand drawn by ours truly. I
Close.
think they can see it.
I think they can see it.
So yes, this is the hand drawn.
The frame was made
Thank you.
as well.
Yes, this is
handmade.
the frame is also handmade in mesquite wood
By
by our player Austin.
Me.
That's it.
I take credit.
It is hand drawn. Anyway, keep saying that because I think it's so cool. Okay.
if you
This
can
is
actually
this was our
hand draw
session 100
script?
gift. So, just so everybody. Yes, sorry.
Sheep like that.
Just so
You're
everybody.
You're manhandling it.
Yeah, like that.
I'm just getting freaked. I got it. I got it. I got it.
Freaked
Yeah,
out.
but he's watching his 20 hours of work.
I know
Like
he's like
the
watching
story.
me and freaking out. Okay, I'm gonna place this right here. It matches the DM screen.
No.
No.
Different wood. You can tell.
It's
I
okay. It's
Marbling.
hey,
Yeah,
hey,
you can.
you're the only one that cared. It matches.
They care.
Just so everyone is very clear, we're talking about Moreau, which is the capital of the Caledon Coast. That is where the kingdom's castle is. That is, Moreau is surrounded by a sort of large city wall, this gatehouse that surrounds the entire inner part of the city. And then there is the sort of raised district of Moreau. And that raised district is where the castle sits. And the rest of the rolling hills below is where the like merchants district and like the residential districts of Moreau sit. That's where we're talking about. This is the city that is based off of. Stop. This is the city that is based off of now the sort of Western architecture loosely of the western side of the nation. So we're talking about like Pooley, we're talking about the Druids Groves over here. That was newly instated. So there's a lot of fountains, there's a lot of greenery. That's where you also met Lucienne in the bakery. And then there's also Shorestone. That's where we started the campaign.
That's where you're trying to get us to go.
And Shorestone is where you know the choruses. It's where all the councils meet. You know that the council, any sort of important decision, does not happen in the castle. The important decisions happen in the Chorusy Steeple, which is a large anthenium that contains sort of the council's chambers and the archives, the royal archives that are not like the personal archives, are all in Shorestone. You also know that like the docks and the shipping yards. Shorestone is the largest city by far in the entirety of Caledon Coast. Those are the differences. Just because Jessa was confused, those are the two different
I'm sorry,
places.
I'll never not be confused.
Would it be dumb to try to scry on Robin's parents?
I've been wanting to for a long time, and I know we have.
Because at the
keys
very
to
least,
it.
then we could figure out where they
I also-
are. Like if they're
is-
not home, maybe
is-
they're on vacation.
Also, is
Maybe
there
they're here.
is there a way for us to
Maybe
teleport
you're
from my parents' meeting place,
That is
wherever we
uncool.
do that, to Shorestone? Is there a way to do that?
More my concern is that the last time that we made a snap decision like this without gathering proper information, we got burned. Both in the fact that
we have a way to scry.
Yes, but he's like a little turtle.
Don't we have those
I
drugs?
turned into a big goat.
Yeah,
we
it-
do.
You do have
Sweet.
you do have Sood, I believe.
It's not suit. It's a different one.
You have, I believe, it's made of residuum, isn't it?
No, it's just it's a root.
Oh, it's a root. You have some sort of magical, like arcane, for lack of a better term, drug that you can ingest, and it will get you high. And in doing so, you can activate certain effects. One of such effects being a scry spell. I don't believe that your cleric should have the scry spell because he is not a trickery domain, and I think the only clerics that get scry is trickery domain. But maybe
Nope.
he does. No,
It's
really,
a-
it's all
it's
is it all
all
clerics. Okay, then you do have a cleric with the scry spell. I think he has to take it though. I don't think he has it.
We got the tea.
Let's
Do you
the
even
tea.
have it prepared? Like, is that a known spell of yours that you took? If he doesn't know that
I
spell,
have the spell.
Wouldn't think
It's not prepared.
Oh, so it is a known spell.
Rosie
Yes.
on the jumbo
Okay, it's a
screen.
known spell.
Heyo!
Then, yes, that's.
Almost got burned by Christian not knowing what spells to take.
Let's take let's drink the root, and
Which is
then
the
we
first time
can.
playing a
Is it
cleric.
okay if I do it?
Well, we get 2 doses.
We've all been there.
Word.
Remember?
Yes.
Then worst comes to worst, if we cannot find out any information, then we go to the capital. But my concern still lies that I think that we should go to Shorestone. I think that is... I think it is the safer bet, but I'm fine either way. But let's go make tea.
Yes, let's make that tea. Okay,
Um,
we go to make the tea.
Yeah, girl.
Wait, 2 doses you said.
Absolutely.
Drugs.
Did I send you that?
I have it.
Did you? I like certainly sent somebody that, right? Like I must have. In DM notes, maybe. Did I send you a picture of it?
No. Olor root.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You have to make a DC 19 con save. If you fail, you have vivid hallucinations for 1d4 hours. If you succeed, then you can cast Scry once within the next hour.
So if I fail, I can't scry.
No, but we have 2 doses.
And I also have a D4 for you.
You have a
What's
D4.
the DC?
DC 19
For which?
con.
You're chilling.
In Durian, can you cast a
Harmony.
resistance spell?
No, sorry, I can't
Yeah.
figure out when I gave this to you.
We got
You guys
it.
were
We
like,
got this Southern
we
Isles.
have this drug, and I was like,
I was
uh-huh.
using this drug.
Southern Isles.
Yeah,
Um, It's a
Okay,
cantrip.
does
I don't think I have
guidance help?
No, but
save-
Yeah, I have it.
he has a Durian has a spell. I believe.
I'm gonna
I
touch
can give you
Robin.
a D4.
You're gonna touch me.
I'm gonna cast resistance on him.
Great, great.
What does resistance do?
It's
It debuffs
guidance,
you.
but for
Save
Save.
saves.
So I added +4?
Yeah.
Or a
Is
D4?
it good?
Add your +4 now. Add your +4 now, so that you know what you have to get. Because what's your modifier?
+6.
+6. Okay.
So you need. Oh, you
What?
need 12.
Okay.
What is this root called?
Or Olor.
You need a 12.
Olore.
Oh lord.
Oh
What did you
lord.
get?
Can I use one of our...
It's
Oopsies,
not
yeah.
an oopsie roll if you didn't bump into anything
It
or
bumped
hit
her
anything.
lap. It bumped her.
I think it-
keyboard or whatever.
Parents. That'll
It
be
bumped her
advantage.
table.
Okay, alright. If you're all agreeing to use an oopsie roll, you have one oopsie roll
Move
left
that
of
thing
this
out of the way.
entire session then.
Oh, is that okay?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Guys, what if we still roll bad?
It's fine.
And then you're gonna roll great.
What'd you get?
One higher.
It's my goddamn parents.
So
I'm
what's the total?
pissed.
So what is the total?
15.
Jessa, don't even worry about it. I got you because I rolled a 4.
So then, yeah, you
You
just
exactly meet the DC.
19?
Booyah!
Wait, so what is
What did you
8?
roll?
4.
8
But
plus
what did
6
you roll, though?
plus
What
1
was that?
plus 4.
Oh. So I got a 19.
I got you. Don't even worry about it.
I'm sorry,
No.
so you rolled an 8 plus what?
8 plus my con is a 6 plus his
Resistance.
resistance plus 1, so that is a
15.
15.
Plus 4 is a 19. For the exact save DC. That's the only reason I rolled it. The only reason I rolled it is because I had a 25% chance. And,
Fuck.
yeah, so-
Holy
Everything.
shit!
and I did it.
Holy
Would it
shit!
be
Great song.
considered being poisoned?
What are we doing?
Because don't I have advantage?
We
No.
have resistance against.
No, no, no,
So
no, no.
Jess
no,
is
no, no,
immune
no.
to poison.
Can
That's
somebody
true.
please?
For
I'm sorry.
disease.
What is it called?
Olor root. Olore.
Oh lord.
Do you not believe us?
Don't we have something to cast legendary?
Oh, it's
Wait,
from
sorry,
Critical
sorry.
Role. It's from Critical Role. That's why I couldn't find it
Do
in
you have the
Dungeons and
glasses
Dragons wiki. Yeah, it's on my desk. Don't have it with me though, guys. That's what
red.
it is. That's what it is. Okay.
Or the red.
Yes, it's a T.
Yeah, we told you that. We know. You don't believe
It's
us.
illegal.
You don't believe us.
Austin, you said it's glasses cleaner?
It's like a Redwall cloth.
Oh, the cloth for it. I thought you want the spray.
No. What are you looking at?
Me.
She don't believe us.
What are you confused on? What are you
Roll,
talking
okay,
about?
roll a d4.
Oh.
What?
Blurry.
Another
No,
one?
no, you don't
Stop.
have to roll.
I know. Roll d4.
She said, stop.
Stop.
Thanks.
Wait a
Hammer
minute.
time.
Oh, I see.
I want you guys to know that while Harmony was
3.
explaining, she counted to 6. She counted 1 on her finger 6 times.
Yeah.
She did this 6 times. And Shorestone, And 6 times throughout the conversation.
I
with
got a
Jessa.
3.
You have 3 hours before this is expended, so you have a point of the scry spell for 3 hours if you want to sit on it.
I'm also going to drink my.
Sit on it!
Can you give me a little resistance?
Okay,
I touch and core.
I'm gonna make my save now.
great.
Even if you've
I have a plus
Proficiency.
3.
They're all doing
what
drugs?
do you give me?
I want to do
For
drugs.
saving throws, a +4.
Plus 4. Okay.
no. Oh, it is. Oh, because you got your con up. You got your.
As long as you're within my range. Within 10 feet.
So I have to get a 5 or better.
Do
you're
you
gonna
add
roll
his too?
I get resistance plus your paladin thing.
Doom.
You get a 4 to kill you.
Well, I can just give myself advantage.
It's gonna be a 7.
Is this a stop that? Is this a saving throw against being poisoned? Potentially?
No, this is not a
5.
Oh, I was-
exactly what I need.
Are you kidding?
Awesome.
Crazy.
All right, let me give you a -1.
Awesome.
As a DM,
Would have been
sometimes.
a -4.
Are you pissed off?
No, I'm
Hey,
not
what are you pissed off?
upset.
I'm pissed on.
As a DM, sometimes I am astonished by how well the dice tell the story, and sometimes I think that the dice are fucking with me.
They
The
are.
story's really good because he's really good at doing drugs.
Okay. Apparently not, because you're 5. Just
Hey, that's
barely.
that's a
So
save.
you both take 6 of your tea, and you can feel there's this
1 hour.
pungent, almost acrid smell that comes from the brewing of this tea, and it immediately is clear, especially to those of you that do not partake in the sort of luxury of doing drugs, that this is
Okay.
not a normal tea. As you're smelling the like pungency that sort of radiates from this cup, you can see there's actual steam that begins to rise from the teapot as you're brewing it, and the steam almost reflects in a sort of like array of colors. For a moment you see refractions that cover the table as well as the room around you that are just the steam reflecting on some invisible light, and you can see rainbow colors of blues and pinks and purples and turquoises, and as they begin to sort of lightly cover the room in this iridescent sheen, the steam gets bigger and bigger and bigger before you start to hear that whistling sound of a teapot that is ready to be poured. As you can take the tea, you pour it into your delicate cups. Remind me, the furniture that you guys bought for your bastion, a lot of it was brought over from Dualridge, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that this teapot, like this tea set and this teapot, is specifically of the Dualridge like descent, or do you think you got it from somewhere else? Do you guys think you got it from somewhere else in your travels? Is there any time you guys were taking like tea sets from anywhere, or do you think this
I
is like
would-
from? Is this like from probably Durian's collection from his royal family?
Just the
I
uniqueness
also-
of our fine charm
I
matter.
also had Robin it's in my backstory that he made he drank tea
Yeah.
with his mom in the garden while they read and stuff. So I thought maybe he would at least bring like a teacup
I'll
and maybe
say, yeah.
like a small.
If you want to say
Kansas.
if you want to say that you probably do have a teacup from the castle, like from your mother's maybe fine china set, we can say, or fine ceramic set.
Just
China
because
doesn't exist
just
in this
because
world.
tea time was such an important like tea time was an important activity for him.
Yeah,
So
yeah, we can
I
say
thought
you have a teacup.
that, yeah.
Okay, so Robin, you are drinking out of the teacup that is from the palace, which I will say, having an item from your mother does help in the scry spell, which is one of the reasons why I was asking. Not only that, but I will say if you're using the kettle from, if you are using the kettle from Dualridge, you would know that this teapot and this kettle is magically imbued, Durian. Much of your
True,
everyday
yeah.
items have been imbued with magic because you are a magic city. Your entire life and goal purpose for your city is to make everyday life easier, better, more efficient. And you know that there are runes that are embedded in the beautiful engravings along this teapot that not only keep the tea inside hot for extended periods of time, but it does also add little bonuses to what you brew inside of it. So both of you can roll 1d6 temporary hit points for the next 24 hours, whoever's drinking, for the next 24 hours.
Oh, 'cause my teacup.
2.
6.
Okay, 6 and 2, so, which, I mean, yeah, you're struggling against this tea, but Robin, you're drinking it, and because this was brewed in a magical teapot, you feel that enhancement hit your senses, and that pungent smell, as pungent as it is, it wakes your senses up, and you're not sure if it's just from the fact that this is a drug, or if it's from the fact that whatever magics they use to make Durian's teapots is working.
Woo!
With that, you take your sips. You get that kick to your senses, and you start to feel your minds wander. You start to feel that metaphorical third eye open as the world around you leaves from the ordinary, leaves from the room, and you begin to feel a tug of your consciousness in the directions that you want them to go. And for a second, you feel like you're going to lose yourself. You're going to lose the thread of that tug in the direction that you want it to go in, and you're going to just start seeing everything and nothing and whatever the universe wants to pull you towards. But both of you narrow in. Some of you with greater control than others, as Robin, you're focused intently on finding your mother.
Your mama.
And Cora, you feel your consciousness start to slip and waver before you have to sort of shake your head and focus in on what you're trying to see, which is
I'm gonna hold on to it. I don't know who I'm scoring on yet.
roll a d4.
I did. I got a 1.
Oh, you have 1 hour.
That's fine.
Okay, you have 1 hour. Robin, you are focusing in on your mom.
Yeah.
That's a great
Yes,
question,
ma'am.
that's a great question.
Yeah, mama.
Yo, mama.
Yeah, mama.
Yes, so you would see as your mind starts to drift and you feel this tug begin to pull you in the direction that you need it to pull you into, you see
Yeah, mama.
Yo, mama.
Just
What if they're getting freaky right now?
I would want to walk in on that.
That'd be so funny.
Ugh. Me too, Hawaiian, Kansas. That
You
is
getting
so
freaky
real.
right now?
No. I'm not getting freaky right now, guys.
Sure. Sure, bud.
Sure, bud.
Sure, buddy.
I just want to clarify, it is probably late evening at this point, I will
No,
say.
they're totally getting.
It is late evening,
Defo getting it.
and you see there is immediately coming into your view reflections of water. You can see a setting sun over the beautiful open expanse of water. You see, beginning to focus in your vision, colorful lanterns that are drifting upon a long, fairly shallow canal in this dazzling swath of prismatic hues. You can see there are on top of this water there are elegant longboats that sort of bob gently, that are floating towards, now that it's coming into view, the distant picture of a harbor. You can see boats standing tall, white sails in the distance, and silhouetting all of this are not only the dots of lanterns that are floating along the canal, but as well as lanterns that are floating above in the city. And you see there is a large temple sitting silhouetted by the setting sun that's happening in the distance. But this grand building that's sort of towering over the expanse that's opening around you in your vision. And now that you're gaining your senses, smell and hearing begins to come to you as well. The scent of 100 local dishes drift in the air from food stalls that are out of your current periphery. But you can smell the sweet, indistinguishable smell of pastries. You can smell meats being cured somewhere in the distance as well, and you're hearing as it begins to buzz out of your ear, like you begin to like focus in on it, it turns into music, upbeat and acoustic, of flutes and guitars and lyres that are being played somewhere also outside in the periphery, as well as the sound of a speaker that is sitting in front of you at the door of a large temple. You hear this speaker, and then you see him as the vision that you are looking through turns, and you see. You might want to wait.
Uh-oh. Last time she said that, it got crazy.
You might want to wait. As you see in the distance, your vision begins to focus in, and you see a clergyman, an older religious figure donning white robes that are embroidered with beautiful vines of blue and green. Certainly the clergy and the religious symbol, you would know this, you've seen it your entire life, of the Temple of Bahamut. As you see this clergyman step up to this pedestal in front of this large temple, the sun setting behind him almost makes the beautiful, almost like a ray of wings, as you can tell that the way that this temple was designed was when the sun hit it just right. It would cast wings onto whoever the speaker was, dragon wings on whoever the speaker was at this service. And with the backlight of not only the sun, but of the lanterns floating in the distance, it certainly looks like a religious ceremony. And Robin, that's when it clues into you that you aren't just scrying on any random day. You are, I had the calendar pulled up for this, you are scrying on Tarskoth first.
Tarskoth
The
first?
Claw of Storms. Tarskoth is the Dungeons and Dragons name of this date, but the Claw of Storms, the first of the 4th month of the year. You know that you are scrying on what's known as the cleansing. Many other nations have named
That's lovely.
Many other nations have donned a name for this holiday. You know that it specifically comes from the gnomish populations throughout Moira, who have taken the tradition of, during the first weeks of Tarskoth, of cleaning. It's better known in our world as spring cleaning, but they turned it into, essentially the gnomes turned it into a holiday known as the cleansing.
Stop it,
and it's
guys.
for celebrating.
Like what?
No, stop.
It's for celebrating the new fishing seasons, as new fish are coming into the waters of the Dendron Seas, as well as as the waters are getting warmer. As the waters are getting warmer, there's a migration of fish that are coming into the Dendron Seas. You know that the population of fish and the sort of new boom of economic boom that happens around this time of year is celebrated on the first of the Claw of Storms. You know that the Southern Isles, as well as parts of Shorestone, call this Sailor Song, because it is certainly a sailor's holiday in that regard, but all over Moira, this is better known as the cleansing, because it marks a new beginning. The flowers are opening. It is the first green of the year after long, long winter's end, and you are watching a ceremony through the eyes of, you can only assume, your mother, as this clergyman steps up. And you hear, as his voice is emboldened by lesser minor magics that are not forbidden in the Caledon Coast, you hear as he says, "The centuries of rot and decay that have taken root in these lands were burned away." And you can hear cheers and shouts in the background, though this is supposed to be a respected ceremony. It is one of celebration, so you can hear. Hello,
Oh my gosh.
what? Like
Hello, thank you for the
Um,
raid. Happy Session 100. Woohoo.
Happy Session 100.
You
You know that even though
Hold on.
this is like a religious ceremony, this is one of celebration. So you can hear people cheering and talking, and there's boisterous laughter as there is no there's no code to be quiet during this. So it is a rowdy crowd.
Thank you. Oh my god, thank you for the raid.
It is a rowdy crowd, and you've caught it. Chill. And you caught it what seems to be right in the middle of this speech, as he says, "The centuries of rot and decay that have taken root in these lands were burned away, until all that remained was Bahamut, reborn in the flames. So too," and you see as he gestures to the temple behind him, which not only now is he backlit by the shadow of the wings of this temple gate that appear to make this clergyman look like he also has dragon wings, but you can see the gate itself has the beautiful sort of emblazoned logo of the head of Bahamut. So it's now his wings on the clergyman as well as the head of Bahamut, of this dragon, sitting above him as well, as he gestures to the depiction above him. Reborn in flames. So too were the lands reformed of our beautiful nation, pure and barren, save for the gifts left in Bahamut's wake, gifts that you can see now shared throughout all of the coast. He left a message offered to all who would listen before his ascent back to the celestial gates. Rebirth is within our grasp always, if only we are strong enough to face it. And now, because of our glorious deity, our fields are prosperous, our rivers never run dry, our ships never sink, and our royals never fall.
Uh-oh.
At the end,
Dramatic pause.
at the end of every winter,
So your parents.
and at the beginning of every spring, at the beginning of the Claw of Storms, we celebrate not just the claw of a new spring harvest, but we celebrate the benevolent, generous claws of our dragon deity Bahamut and those that fought alongside him in the wars long past. And because of his generosity, we stand here today on the cleansing, celebrating rebirth brought by the flames of the old world. And you can see there's cheering and there's shouts and there is this almost like cacophony of what seems to be like booms in the distance, and for a moment you're brought back to all of the massive explosions that you've experienced, and you feel your heart almost like race for a second before you realize there's fireworks going off in the distance. And though they're happening in the distance, the eyes that you are scrying through stay steady course. Do not look aside to see the fireworks that are happening. Though you do see, as the line, and our royals never fall, you glance downward, or the eyes of your mother glance downward at gloved, covered hands. You can see she's wearing beautiful set of embroidered green silk gloves that cover up to her elbows, up to her upper arm. You can see as you're looking down as well, she wears what appears to be, it's interesting, Robin, something you've never seen her in. She's wearing commoner clothing.
Oh.
She's disguised.
Divorced!
She's wearing commoner clothing, which is odd for
Maybe it's not your. Maybe it's your real.
not only a royal, but
Oh.
the queen of the entirety of the
Where
Caliban
is she
Coast.
standing? Is she in the castle
And
still?
there are
No, she's
certainly,
not proud.
and there are certainly still pieces that you can pick out that make you recognize that this is still someone of status, right? These gloves are unblemished.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Though you're looking at these gloves that could possibly belong to maybe a noblewoman of a commoner class, they're perfectly clean, unworn, brand new, in fact, custom made to fit perfectly along the arms of this woman, something that only someone of a much higher caste of society would be able to afford. You can see on top of that, there are rings that are sitting along her fingers, though it's no rings that you recognize. They are still finer jewelry that even a unknowledgeable eye would still be able to recognize as something very high class. The outfit that she is wearing, there is, though no apron, there is a sort of casual green dress that sits beneath her gloves that match in the same sort of like green, almost emerald, like a light emerald color. And you realize as she's looking down at the line, "Our royals never fall," she looks back up and you can see the clergyman has begun to take a line of the civilians that are now walking up to the clergyman, lanterns in hand, as they are awaiting to ascend their lanterns into the Temple of Bahamut that sits right on the docks next to the statue of Arathis in the open wharf in Shorestone. You're realizing this is the first day of the cleansing, the first day of the Claw of Storms. This is a national and global holiday at times for Moira and the rest of the world. However, Robin, the Queen and King do not attend this holiday. There is a minor practice that you used to do with your mother every single year on the cleansing, where you would go and you would salvage all of the rotted, decayed roots of your gardens together. You would throw them away, compost them, and then use them in a new batch for the coming spring flowers. At times, even, you would burn away the old foliage to make way for the new spring harvest in your own personal castle gardens. That was your tradition every single year on the first of the Claw of Storms. Especially knowing that rain was coming soon, you did this to preserve your garden. You didn't let gardeners do that gardening for you, though it was unqueen-like, unprincely to do so. That was something you shared.
Mm-hmm.
The King and Queen do not attend civilian holidays. And yet, here your mother is, disguised in a crowd of commoners, watching a clergyman who possibly has a nobler status within the open wharf, but is certainly not known across the entirety of the Calvin Coast like your own clergymen at the castle are. You have no idea why she would be watching this ceremony, and as far as you're